Hi, so today I want to hop in and kind of just walk you through my full makeup routine using Restore Collectives makeup. So first off, I am going to start with their Prime and Protect. It is an awesome product to really help prime your skin, but also give you some SPF to really help protect your skin throughout the day. So you just take one pump and just rub it on your face. And what this is going to do is it's just going to provide really a nice, well, obviously SPF coverage, but it's going to just provide a good base for your makeup to lay on your face. So I highly suggest starting with that no matter what makeup you use. Like honestly, no matter what makeup. And then I'm going to dive right into my glow capsule. So I am going to start first with my Blend and Balance, or my Bright and Balance, my Bright and Balance. My Bright and Balance are going to be like my concealer and my color corrector. So this is my Bright and then this is my Balance. And I'm gonna go right into my Bright and I'm going to use this to brighten the inner part of my eye here with a very small amount. And I'm using one of the brushes from the Brush Trio. I highly suggest the Brush Trio. It is a great addition to any makeup routine. I'm also gonna put that Bright here in my T-zone. I like to do it with my cupid's bow and down here in the middle of my chin. I also will take a little bit of the Bright and put it on the outer corners of my eye, just like that, just to really give me a little bit of brightness with my eyes. Now I'm gonna go into my Balance color, which is Heaven here. Now, if you have acne, things like that, Heaven is gonna be great for that, for color correction, but I like to use it underneath my eyes because it just gives me a good kind of evening out the darkness there. I also like to use it on my red nose to really just kind of make it more blendable in, and then any other random spots on your face that you feel like need a little bit of color correction. And then I'm gonna use the Blend and Go brush and just blend these few things in before I move on. Just like that. To really give my eyes that bright, awake look. And you can go back in with your brush from the Brush Trio too and just use that underneath your eyes too, because it's just such a great brush for that. Just to help spread out those colors. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to use my skin tint. So that is this color in my thing. It is going to be like your foundation. So you're gonna put it any place like you might naturally get facial hair. So for me, I'm gonna put it along here, and I'm not getting much on my brush when I do this, but it's just giving me just enough to provide good coverage. Now, if you want like more full coverage, just use a little bit more makeup. If you want more light coverage, you'll be able to get that too with this skin tint. Like you can really get whatever coverage you want, which is really nice. So we're gonna go any place you might get facial hair, and then also your forehead above where you had that bright color on your T-zone, just to give you a good overall color like that. I also like to put a little bit on my nose over my color corrector there, just to kind of help it all blend together. Now we're gonna move in and we're gonna do the Lift Bronze. So again, I'm gonna grab a brush from the Brush Trio here, and I'm gonna use my Lift Bronze here to give me both a bronzer, which is like a little bit of warmth, sun-kissed look, but I'm also going to use it as a contour. So we're gonna put it right on top of our cheekbones, but then we're also gonna pull it like this for that bronzer effect. So same thing on this side. And we also use it on our forehead like that to bronze that forehead, and then we're gonna use it as contour down here on our jawline. Now I also like to add just a little bit on my chin and the tip of my nose just to give me that more bronzed look. So that is the Lift Bronze. It's a 2-for-1 contour and bronzer in one. And then you'll take the Blend and Go brush and just blend this in up towards your hairline here, giving you both the contour and the bronzed look on your forehead. So same thing with these. We'll push it up towards your hairline and then up towards your temple, giving you that contoured cheekbone to make your cheekbone pop. You can see it just pops and pulls my face up that way to giving me more of the slimming look. Blend those in so I don't look quite so crazy. And then we'll do it on this side as well. Back up towards your hairline and temple, giving you both that contour pop of the cheekbone, but also that bronzed cheek look. And then the contour on your jaw, you're gonna pull this down onto your neck. It's going to give you the slimming look underneath your jaw here. And sometimes it really kind of helps to blend in with your neck too. If you have a very different color neck than you do face or chest. So that is the lift bronze. They're super duper simple. Don't overthink it. So many people overthink like the contour aspect. They're like, I just overthink it of where placement is. Throw it on like that, blend it in, you're good to go. You'll look fine. Like you will look fine, I promise. We'll now go into the blush balm here, and I'm gonna use the middle one, which is Poppy for me. It is just a great everyday color. I put a few dots right above where I had that lift bronze. Simple as that. I could add a little bit to my lips just to give me a little bit of color there, and then go in and blend again with the Blend and Go brush. Just like this. Super simple. Pull it up towards your temple for that lifting effect. If you want more of a full look, put it on the apples of your cheeks here. It's just your personal preference and what your face shape is and what you're looking for. You can always go back and add more if you want more of a color. I always just start with a few dots and then go from there. Now we're gonna move into the last layer of my compact here. Now these are your eye glows and then your brow line. So I'm gonna go right into the eye glows. I'm gonna use two different ones today. I'm going to use Pauline and Aurelio. So Pauline is this gorgeous shimmer. We're just gonna put it on the inner corner of our eye, or I should say inner like half of my eye, half to 2/3. And it's just gonna give me a good basic shimmer there. Do the same thing on the other side. And you can use a brush if you want. I just use my finger for this color. It just seems to be a little bit easier. Just giving me that good basic shimmer for like the 2/3 of my eyes. And then I'm gonna go in and use a different brush from the Brush Trio, and then use this poofy end, and we're gonna go right into Aurelia, which is this darker color, and use this on the outer corner of my eye. Now it's going to give me that little pop of color. It's gonna like draw people to my eyes when they're looking at me. I'm also going to wanna try to like open my eye when I'm applying it to get it up here on my brow bone so that you can see it when my eyes are open as well, especially if you have hooded eyelids. If you don't have a hooded eyelids, it won't be as big of a deal. You'll be able to see it no matter what. But with me, I need it up a little bit so that you can see it when my eyes are still open. You can see just adding that color, how it kind of pulls you into that eye versus just the one basic color that I had on this side. Just like that. Just a simple 2-color eyeshadow look for today. Now I like to go back with the same brush and just kind of brush out any harsh lines between the two different colors. And you can always go back and add a little bit more shimmer to do that as well. Just kind of evening out. Now we're gonna go dive into that brow line. So the brow line is the last color in my compact. That's this brown one over here. I use the medium one. You can use this both to fill your brows and also as an eyeliner. So I'm gonna first go in and use it as an eyeliner on the upper lash line of mine. If you have an eyeliner you already use, stick with that if you like it. Give this a try if you want something different. I never thought I would do a brown eyeliner, but I really like it because it's a little bit more natural than that black that I was so used to. And it still helps to make my eyes pop. So I just put it on the upper lash line here. Nothing too crazy, just you can see, pulls my eyes out a little bit more. And then we'll take that same thing and we'll put it in my eyebrows, and I'm just tracing my normal eyebrow shape. Just filling in the areas that are a little bit more sparse, giving me a little bit more definition in my eyebrows, which will also kind of make my eyes pop. You can see on this side how it already pulls you in a little bit more. So we're gonna do the same thing on this side, just to give me that definition and structure on my face. Now we have 3 different brow line colors, a lighter one, a medium one, and then a darker one. So one of them hopefully will work for you, but I know like I have a client who has red hair and she sticks with what she has used previously. And if that's the case, and you grab the glow capsule, which is this, which is everything in here, you could use the brow line for an eyeshadow as well. So there is just lots of different options when it comes to using this Restore capsule, which is really, really awesome. And then I just finish off with my mascara and I'm good to go for the day. On a normal day, maybe takes me 5 minutes to do my makeup start to finish when I'm not talking. Super simple, super easy to travel with, and the ingredients are honestly amazing. So that is the Glow Capsule in a nutshell. My full face of makeup right here with this one compact everything you need, and it's going to last all day.